All right, hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin. I am your host, Vays. It is past 1 o'clock in the morning here in Dubai. I wasn't really gonna do a stream, but the price pumped, so I had to before I go to bed. So let's go straight to the charts. This is not gonna be a long stream. Had a great time tonight at the event. Shout out to Skyway Network for putting on an awesome event, and yeah, was on stage with a couple of traders, both who will be attending the Bali event. It was great. Okay, monthly chart, not much to add. The month is almost over, and let's see what happens next month, especially. And as you guys know, this is only the third time in Bitcoin's history we had an MRI buy on this chart. And I'm going to continue to believe that the low is pretty much here, though there's still a possibility of one more final capitulation. I think it would be swift. I don't think it's going to go too low. And I think prices will rise. The triangle is still upon us. As much as we all love this pump, it looks great on small time frames. On large time frames, however, it has not amounted to anything worth writing home about yet. So we would need the price to get above 21,000 and hold 21,000 before we can declare this triangle did not materialize to the downside. Also, as you guys know, I am slightly more bullish than bearish normally when these triangles show up, because it's just showing up super late in this cycle, and it's showing up way below the long-term moving average. Our allocation chart, we have gone above my area of where I can start entering bullish positions. I will wait until this candle ends before entering any bullish positions, okay? And after the candle ends, we can start discussing it. So we got 2 days to go. Daily chart. Let me move this out the way. This is our potential capitulation. I like this candle. The volume is decent, not great, but decent. We've broken the 50-period moving average. I like that we did that only after rising 4% off the lows. That's a very different situation the last time we broke the average, because the last time we broke the same moving average, the price had to go 20% to break it. And it was, of course, exhausted. It followed the average down. It then stayed above it for a while until eventually broke back down. This is way more promising, but we still have not broken the highs of earlier this month, right? It's cute. This is nice. It's a good start. We've broken the moving average in a much better way than we did back on October 4th. But unless we start making higher highs and establishing higher lows, come back test the moving average and rise off of it, we are just in this channel. We're not even halfway up the channel. So it was great. I wanted to rush home and do a video. Everyone is like, Tone, did you see Bitcoin almost hit 21,000? And I'm like, wow, really? That sounds super promising. It looked awesome. And now I'm looking at the chart and I'm going, it's not as exciting as it sounds. Sorry to disappoint you all. It looks okay, but we need it higher. At this point, we needed to break the next moving average at 21K, and that's it. I can tell you that on a 1-hour chart, the MRI called an amazing top. We had a doji candle with extension C that was followed by an MRI top candle. Let's look for a 1 to 4 hour correction. Let's make sure that the price of Bitcoin stays above the prior swing high, bounces off these moving averages, and then starts going higher. If it does, that's promising. For now, it's just an MRI top. So the last, let's see how far we have to go on the hourly chart before the MRI tops or bottoms fail us. This one clearly a success because it told you when to get out. Clearly a success. It's not a huge percentage down, but it's not a huge percentage down, but still obviously a success. Let's look at this one. I would call that a success. The MRI top was followed by a doji candle, followed by a correction, 1 to 4 candle correction, then bounced. That's a successful fall. The one before that, that's also a successful fall. In my opinion, it marked a reasonable top. At least it signaled to get out. And that's a wow. Wow. That's a beautiful buy opportunity. So we're what now? 5 for 5 on the MRI. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. The last 5 were good calls. Let me see. Well, that's a decent call. It's not great because the next candle went way higher. It was off by a single candle. So I guess just 5 in a row good calls. I'll say that's half a good call. And that's not a good call because the move had already happened on the candle before. But the candle before does give you an arrow. So, but I would say that's a failed call. But the one before that is a successful call, and the one before that is a successful call. And I'm gonna kind of leave it here. Okay, that's enough going down. So, yeah, a lot of people hate on this indicator, mostly because they probably don't like me and my political views. But looks pretty good to me. GBTC is rising a little bit extra today. Anytime Bitcoin pumps, GBTC rises extra. The premium is still very, very depressed. Oil. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Tomorrow we will get the latest number in how much oil the U.S. Democratic government is siphoning off, utilizing for emergency purposes out of the gas tank of a burning car. No, sorry, my bad. Out of the oil strategic reserve. And we will see this number right there come up. Last time they only siphoned off 3 million barrels, which is kind of small considering right here they siphoned off 6 million barrels. And in the past, they've gone as many as 8 million barrels from week to week. So let's see how much they have depleted the strategic oil reserve. I really think their goal is to have this strategic oil reserve for emergency purposes be at 0 when Republicans win the presidency in 2 years. So we'll see where that goes. The Fed's coming up. You guys are going to hear me speak about the FOMC statement and this paper. So go ahead and Google so you really want to Google the FOMC drift, and then you want to Google this article on the update here. And this is the Liberty Street Economics from 2018. And then hopefully at the end of the year, somebody will do an analysis on what the stock market does on FOMC meetings. Now, here is the latest data. We tweeted this out from the Financial Summit Twitter handle. Show it to you guys in a second. And oh, wow, look at this. it's going the other way. I wish I can place a bet on this. So the other day, this was 99.7%, which is insane. Okay. There is no such thing as certainty in this world. And there was certainty that the Fed would raise interest rate by 75 basis points. I will always take the under with these odds, always. If the Fed only raises interest rates by 50 basis points, the stock market is going to rally like a bandit, and Bitcoin alongside it. So let's see what happens. And on the Financial Summit Twitter handle, we're going to retweet this. I'm going to tell my guys to retweet it. So I have been anticipating October to be a very bullish month in the stock market. I've been talking about this for 2 months now. Since the beginning of September, I talked about how September is one of the worst months for the stock market. And October is one of the best months for the stock market, especially the midterm election year, which is this year. This gray line comes around once every 4 years. And I anticipated the stock market to rebound in October. In addition, the MRI had a monthly buy. The last time this happened was the month of 2009, what I'm saying 2019, was the final capitulation crash of 2009 was the last time we had a monthly MRI buy, and here we have it again. But not only do we have a monthly MRI buy, we also have a weekly MRI buy inside of it. And the same thing happened back in 2009. We've had several weekly MRI buys on the stock market. Let's again go down memory lane to see how useful the MRI is on the stock market weekly chart. The last time it happened, we had a 1 to 4 candle correction before continuing the downtrend. That correction was to the upside, and I'm not going to cherry pick. I will just use the closing candles. The stock market moved 8% in 3 weeks, right on cue with the MRI buy. That's a successful MRI buy. I'm only looking at the buys right now. I'm not really looking at the sells. We can glance at the sells as well to see how useful they were. Not a very useful sell, but nothing wrong with taking profit. That's a decent sell signal. We did have a 1 to 4 candle correction, and then we started the upside, and the upside ended right here, which was a good call off of this MRI buy. Again, not a great MRI top, decent area to take profit. And you could have always gotten back in on a green star candle, but not the best of calls. This is an incredible MRI sell, but the market's been bullish for the last 10 years. So I do want to look at if there were weekly MRI buys more than sells. Otherwise, we're going to be here all day. Where are the MRI buys? That is not a great MRI buy, unfortunately, because of this wacky candle with a red star. It did not break the MRI support line, but it was certainly not the best of candles. I was looking like a good call. I'm not sure what happened here, but that's a tricky one. I'm going to put that as a not great MRI buy call. And was there one before that? Oh, what a beautiful MRI call. I'm not even going to. I am curious of how much the market moved. Wow, 15%. 15%. Gorgeous. Oh, I don't know what all these lines are, but I'm going to delete it. Nice sell call. Nice sell call. Like I said, not really looking at sells, looking at buys. And that's 2009. So you don't get these weekly buy calls often. But then again, we've been in a monster bull market. And I think this market is going to continue. I still think the bull market is going to continue higher and then way higher. That's my view on it. Especially if the Fed starts raising rates slower than anticipated. Correlation is very strong, very, very strong correlation. And yeah, not much on the Arun. The Arun is not doing much for us right now. Very strong correlation right here, and Bitcoin is of course rising. Gold basket case, oil. I'm still bullish on oil. All right, that is it for me. The Russian ruble. Well, shit is getting real in the Russia-Ukraine war. That's all I'm gonna say is shit is getting real. And I am in Dubai. I am going to Southeast Asia, and I'm gonna cut my Southeast Asia trip a little bit early. It's unlikely I'm gonna come back to Dubai, and I'm heading back to Latin America. I want to be as far away from the crazy as possible. And right after the financial summit, I will go to Thailand. I will go to Singapore, and then I will be back in Latin America, Panama, maybe Mexico, maybe other countries. I'll swing through America, but let's just say, you know what? Let me not say anything before this channel gets banned. And just as I say, let me not say anything before the channel gets banned, I get a question from the audience. Do you think Putin will use a nuke? A tactical version, maybe, but only after somebody else does it first. And we're not going to say who that someone else is, or my channel is going to get banned. Why the Fed would raise only 50%? We had the hottest CPI. We didn't have the hottest CPI. I mean, inflation is still high, but it's not rising any faster than it was, right? So it's just holding steady. Because Powell will get fired. I mean, if Powell raises rates too much, he's going to get fired. It's a position he is hired by the president or whoever is whispering into his ear, and he'll get fired. He'll just get fired. You can't keep raising rates like that. The federal debt will implode. So he'll get fired. He's going to have to start raising them slower. The current UK Prime Minister is worse than the prior UK Prime Minister, who was worse than the prior UK Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, who was worse than the prior UK Prime Minister. Well, like the UK, they literally find the most evil person they can put in that position that is slightly more evil than their prior person. They are all globalist. They are all following the Klaus Schwab agenda. And you know, the sooner the UK currency goes sub parity to the dollar, the better off the world will be. How do you enable the stars on the MRI? So you would go into the settings, and they're right here. Trend, change, close condition. I have it set to first candle, and I have a video that explains what it is. And trend change extreme condition, I have it set to prior candle. And so if you have the MRI, you have access to the MRI educational videos. So just check your email for the playlist on the MRI educational videos, and I go through it and explain. At what fundamentals Bitcoin will decouple from the stock market? When enough Bitcoin come, you know, well, when enough people start accumulating Bitcoin in their own wallets. Silver is not a basket case. I don't know. We'll see. Again, look, keep an eye on the Russian ruble. If the Russian ruble hits a new swing high versus the US dollar, I think the Ukraine war can officially be called over. And you know who won. The moment the ruble goes below 52, the moment it goes below 50, let's just use round numbers. The moment the ruble is stronger than 50 rubles to the dollar, it means that the war is pretty much over. Until then, Ukraine's doing pretty well. What am I looking at? This is also a basket case, just not as bad. I mean, silver was higher in 2010. Golf Max, no, I don't see any of that. I don't even know half the things you just listed. All right, guys, it's 1:30 in the morning. I need to sleep. I got a conference to speak at tomorrow. I am speaking at Kinza 360 tomorrow. If you're in Dubai, it's an awesome marketing event. What time am I speaking? I do want to be there early because I actually learn from these people. I also think I have a haircut planned. Yes, I have a haircut planned at like 10 a.m. And I'm speaking at 3:15 and then again at 5:15. No, 4:45. Euro is trying to get back to parity. I thought it was above parity. I mean, look, the euro is going down. The euro will be lucky if it still exists in a year. Euro's done. You can put a fork in the euro. Where's it? Where's the euro? Euro's done. Dollar's pulling back. I expected that. I expected the dollar to pull back because MRI. Weekly MRI. So I expected the dollar to go down. The monthly MRI is still strong, but I expected the weekly MRI to do its thing. What about the daily? Daily didn't do it. The weekly MRI. I believe I had that. Now, where's the euro? Same thing, you know, the euro is the opposite of the dollar, right? MRI. 1 to 4 week. Oh, wow. It was that low? Wait. Also, euro's been below parity with the dollar. I really thought that the euro was slightly above the dollar. Oh, wow. So the dollar has been stronger than the euro. Is this a 1? Oh, no shit. Oh, wow. Euro was. Oh, this is cool. Too bad I have no interest in going to Europe. Otherwise, shit's cheap. Yeah, it'll get back to parity, but then it'll get rejected. And the fate of the euro is like a shitcoin, basically. Like a shitcoin against the US dollar. Oh, look at Tilray. We talked about Tilray being a potential buying opportunity because of the monthly MRI buy. Look at that. Worked out well. I really want to see Bitfarms. Like I said, my favorite mining company in the space is Bitfarms. Fake meat. Always love seeing fake meat go down to new lows. Bitfarms, I was waiting for like 76 cents, but here's the monthly MRI buy, weekly MRI buy, sorry. And up we go. So Bitfarms has probably did better than Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitfarms is up 15%. Good job, Bitfarms. I mean, I'm too busy to enter any of these trades. Like I didn't, it's too late for me, but beautiful, beautiful trade today. Look at that, 3 green arrows in a row. You got one more here. Yeah. I mean, I was eyeing this line. I would have absolutely gone in at 74, 75 cents. I'm probably not going to get the chance, but it's okay. It's okay, guys. You shouldn't care about what positions I hold. You should care about what positions you hold. You shouldn't give a shit about my trades, my positions, my holdings. You should care about your positions and your holdings. And I give you unbiased opinions on any chart I look at, whether it's a shitcoin or a stock. And the Ethereum versus Bitcoin, holy shit, what the? That's unfortunate. So the Ethereum chart's looking bullish again. And you know, the Binance chart has been looking bullish for a long time, and it still does. But hopefully, you know, shitcoins like Cardano are looking bearish, and they are. All right, guys, I'm calling it a night. Talk to you all on the next one. Bye, guys. Someone is saying, Tom, remember, nothing under $1 looks good. No, that's not true at all. It doesn't matter what the price is, right? It's about the prospects. If you know the underlying fundamentals of the asset, then it doesn't matter if it's under $1 or over $1. Even for stocks, like I know why Bitfarms has gone down, and I know that the company is run properly because I'm friends with people that work at that company, and they're very smart people. So I don't have any insider information, but I trust that that company, that miner is run right, and the data that they provide is honest and accurate. So that would be the, I mean, I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion. All right, I gotta go. Talk to you all on the next one. Bye, guys. Oh, I didn't even mention the financial summit.